Okay, so RJ, why don't you tell us about the Space Needle Club?
The Kraken this week posted an updated progress shot of the Space Needle Club, and we're going to put that up here for you.
Hmm.
And it looks pretty nice. It's just like the rendering. It's kind of along the hallway, and it looks pretty fancy. But what's cool is that you can tell it's coming along. It's almost ready. I mean, it's great to see these progress shots that the team posts, and you get a sense that it's really almost here. And within a few months, we're all going to be in the building.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we will be. Um, do do we know any specifics about this yet? Like, obviously, I'm assuming it's just it's like one section. It's not like there's multiple Space Needle clubs around the arena with different views of the Space Needle.
Right. It's just going to be the one, and like a lot of other teams have, it's going to be kind of this club section for this exclusive club seating, and I think that will come with a certain level of tickets, and you have this for a lot of teams now, and it's a big revenue driver for them. You have fancy food and beverage, you have this kind of nice exclusive club atmosphere type of thing, and it's very good for the corporate kind of seating and that sort of thing. I know the Sharks put in a recent like a club section and exclusive, they call it the BMW lounge. You can sell the branding for it as well. And it's brought in a lot of revenue for them, especially with people in the tech world, who kind of want a place to network at sporting events. And I think you're going to see a similar thing with this, with all the tech that's in Seattle.
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I think always gets glossed over when it comes to sporting events is that certainly when it comes to live attendance and live attendance revenue, the luxury boxes are what does it, right? Like
Absolutely.
you can fill a stadium with 20,000 fans, but if they're paying just like for their seat, it's nothing compared to selling, 10 luxury boxes. Like that's where all the money is. That's why when they're building stadiums, they go around and they try to see how many luxury boxes they think they could realistically sell so that they make sure that they add as many as possible. That's how you get things like Staples Center in Los Angeles, where you have 3 rows of luxury boxes in the middle.
Yeah.
It's absurd, but that's just the way the modern day economics of it all are. But yeah, I think it looks fantastic. I think it's totally coming along. As we know, when it comes to construction stuff, once they have this framework and stuff set, it really doesn't take much more to then get to that finished product. Even though it doesn't look like it right now, um,
Right.
it's probably only like a month or two away, and so that's definitely really exciting.
Yep. And I'm glad you mentioned Staples Center, because that's the perfect example of how to do it the wrong way.
Yes.
Where you're taking away from, the ordinary seating, and you're, like those 300 level, up at the top. I mean, it's
Hmm.
some of the worst seats for pro sports that you can get. Um, and I think this, by contrast, is an example of how to do it the right way, because as you can kind of see, I mean, you can tell really well when you go to the construction site, and kind of look around, over the fences. But they built it kind of, out, rather than like, on top of, as an extra layer.
Hmm.
They build it almost like outside the main arena setup, which is nice. So it's not getting in the way of any of the seating, or impacting kind of the integrity of the sight lines or anything, which I think will be really good.
Yeah, and the other thing is the fact that it is the Space Needle Club, and the whole point of that is to have a view of the Space Needle means it can't be under a bunch of seats because then you have no view of anything, a bunch of concrete.
Yep.
So yeah, I think given what it is, they're handling it the best way possible, and you'll still also have a view of things, whereas I know some club rooms like in Vancouver, the club room is off to the side, but it's removed in a way that you can't like also watch the game or really anybody else. You're basically just in this wine cellar off to the side. Like it's a little awkward in that way, although I'm sure it's wonderful when it's all um, done up. Uh, all right, so that's the Space Needle Club. Looking forward to it.